I know your email inboxes are probably completely swamped with coronavirus updates at the moment, and it is getting a little bit old, but the purpose of this email is to give you 3 critical points of what you should be focusing on within your business right now, how to action those, and just to let you know that we are here to work through this together. I'm not saying I'm a coronavirus business expert by any means. This is quite new to myself as well, but I am here to give you viable options that you can put into your business to help you through this time. So point number 1, the government stimulus package. How do I get my money? Last week we sent you an email summarizing what that stimulus package means for you. As soon as we know more information, we're going to keep you updated. But if you have any questions or concerns in the meantime, do not hesitate to give us a call and we can try and work through it together. We've included a little bit more information building on last week's email as well in today's email. But like I said, as soon as we know anything, we will keep you updated. So point number 2 is about having a business continuity plan in place. What is a business continuity plan? It is about having a risk strategy plan in place today so that if worst case scenario does actually happen, you've got a plan. You don't have to worry about it. You know exactly what you're going to be doing and you can communicate that with your team members as well. So this is around building up a war chest of cash from the very beginning, making sure you've got enough money in the bank to oversee for the next couple of months or possibly longer. It's about thinking for the worst case scenario and what you're going to do with that. So if you're going to have a disruption of sales, if you're going to have a reduction of supply, how are you going to combat those things? What are you going to do if your employees have to go into self-isolation? Can you implement any measures right now of having your employees work from home? How are you going to communicate this with your team members as well? So most importantly, at the end of the day, while you are under a lot of stress and pressure yourself, you have to remember that you are the leader of your business. Your job is to instill calm within the workplace and set a good example for your staff members as well. Keep those communication channels open and let them know that they can approach you with any of their concerns as well. You don't have to have all the answers at the end of the day. You just have to be there and say, I will find the answers for you. We'll work through this together and assist them where possible. Make sure that you keep your communication lines open with your customers and suppliers too, because most likely you will have disruptions in the workplace that they need to be aware of as well. If you're closing your doors for a certain amount of time, where are they going to drop off deliveries? Things like that. That's what the business continuity plan is for, planning for the worst case, so that if that does happen, you've got it covered. I know that sounds a little bit scary, and if you've got any questions or you want to work through this together, that is something that we can do. So just give us a call, shoot us back an email, and we'll get the ball rolling with that. Point number 3. What are you going to do if you have to go to hospital or you're going to self-isolation and your will and financial powers of attorney aren't appointed? If you haven't got that into place now, make sure that you do. You don't want to get to the stage where you're in self-isolation and because you haven't signed the right documents, no one can continue running your business for you. I cannot stress how important that is. So get that updated, contact your solicitor, get the ball rolling and make sure that's in place if it's not already. If you've got any questions about the content that was covered, just give us a call or an email. That's what we're here for. We're here to walk you through these situations. We're not here just to lodge your tax returns. We're here to work through this together. I know this was a little doom and gloomy, but the purpose, remember, was to give you 3 critical points to focus on right now. We can discuss the future later. If you found this useful, feel free to share it around.